No name. Oh, Jesus. It's Husqvarna, not Honda. How are we all going? Just going to do a quick little review. Did this one one of my very first videos. I would have done it. Thought I'd just discuss long-term review on all these models and what I believe is your best bet for contracting use. All three provide a great finish, a great cut. I'm actually going to take them all out onto the front lawn. It's fairly thick, and it's probably the last time I'll be able to do it because the highest setting on this Husqvarna is 65 millimeters, so about 2.5 inches. And that means I'll be too high after this cut for that to be giving a proper finish. Out the back I could still use it, but that's not the point of this video. Let's just keep staying focused here, Dan. We've got the Honda HRX. Spoken about that one before. It's a bloody great mower. It's 5.3 LB something Husqvarna, and then the HRU 216. So first and third there in the lineup isn't so much the order in which I'd rate them, but as far as what I'm using for contract use, I'm just going to throw these on. This glare's killing me. The HRX is probably the go-to for all round. Finish quality, hills, ease of use, everything about it is so much better. I usually would write all this information down just so I could be more specific, but I just wanted to try an on the cuff, or off the cuff I should say, type video. And saying that, rear wheel drive for HRX and the 216 at the end there, front wheel drive for this baby. Now with this, we've had some issues. I'll see if I can stand it up quickly here. Up under there, we'll do that so you don't lose the camera. So front wheel drive, you got all your gearing. I'm going to take it apart and show you what's inside here and how to repair it. Just running repairs. Got the covers just over here. Got a new set of blades to put on there. I just got to give it another little sharpen up too, but yeah, these are the spare dust covers. And so with those running on here, it's just little twigs and sticks that get caught obviously, and they're puncturing the side wheel. Hey buddy, how are ya? Good. Joining the video today. So that's where I'll say build quality. Everyone knows you're never going to go wrong with the Hondas. Dislikes about the HRX, you got the 4-point adjustment. Not real fun, not real quick and easy, but you have got the quick handle here where you just latch that straight back in and it locks in place, rather than the old school. Get a bit of shot for you. Right, twist knob, it's just slow, and if you've got to fold your handles up, getting it in and out, it's just another step that's not required. That's where this thing is probably the best out of all that. You've got there's a little latch underneath, you can get your foot under it, lift it up, and then push forward. But yeah, you can have that, so it's right up, folding up nice and square at the back, so when you got it in your trailer, you can see how bugger all room that takes up. And then when you're coming off, taking it off, you just lock it straight back in, and away you go. Now this is not in this lineup, because this is the first one I ever got for the first house I ever bought, and it's still going. So this one will have its place. Max will get that when he gets his place sorted, and keep it running just to keep it going, because that's sort of the biggest thing with all the equipment. You got to keep it all moving, so I'll rotate like I've spoken about with everything. Again, let's stay on topic here. But yeah, with that I just think for us and our purposes, the front wheel drive has its place, but I'm just finding it's got a few little faults, which I knew before I bought it because it's been front wheel drive. It's not the most ideal for Australian conditions. It's a European designed mower and suits their conditions fine, but over here, our grass types, the dustiness, the sticks, the twigs, the rocks, yeah, build quality. Out of these three, obviously I had a Toro Time Master before all these. That was great as well, but residential unit, not the best for commercial use. Had a few things that needed keeping and repairing, and it was only because I was doing like 15 lawns a day. If you're doing less than that, then it would have a place for you. It would definitely be worth it, especially as a solo operator. As soon as you got an extra pair of hands, then time savings don't really add up, because we weed spray as well as blow down at the end of each job. So one of us is blowing down while the other's weed spraying. It's not like someone's twiddling their thumbs while we're on the job. So yeah, if I had to pick, in which I do, I go that, then that, and then that. And that's not the order most people would choose. Thank you, buddy. You can see they roll easy. Can you go find your mower? I think it's on the back deck. Quick, and bring it in. Good job. All round, this is still a beast of a mower. Nothing wrong with it. I just like to prefer to use this on my home lawn, just to keep it going, and it's a good backup for when these two fail. This one runs like ground speed a lot quicker than this one. Now, I can trick this one up a bit more, get a bit more power out of the engine, but the finish quality, everything else runs fine, and the speed at the highest setting on this one is probably perfect for what you want to mulch anyway. So this can be too fast if you're not careful, so you got to really adjust the speed on here. So that's another thing, the adjustable speed on both the Hondas, whereas the Husqvarna is just one speed. So if you trick this engine up, okay, thank you, bud. If you trick this engine up, it's going to make these front wheels spin quicker, therefore the mower's going to go quicker, and you don't want it to when you're mulching. So that's just a real quick recap. I'll get some footage of them all mowing out the front here. I'm just going to repair this Husky up, give it some fresh blades. The other two I've just done recently with fresh blades. Everything's all cleaned out, just going to give them a quick wipe over, make them look pretty, and that'll be it. Get this lawn mowed and enjoy their weekend. Thanks guys, catch us, bye bye. Say bye, Heath. Not good practice, don't do this to clients' lawns, only your own. This is just all come out of the HRX. All the rest weren't too bad. So, one thing worth mentioning, see the handle length? Might be hard to pick up, but this, not this, this, so much shorter. This one's probably the longest. Makes it difficult when you're going through tight little areas, down staircases, turning around near trees, any tight corners that you've got to get in and amongst. I've just found that commercial unit, you can definitely see it from here, so much longer in the handle. And that's why this Husky gets used so much more, because it is such a better compact unit. It's a lighter unit than both the other two. Surprisingly, the plastic Nexite deck model, hello Heath, hello Gabby, is quite heavy. But anyway, I'll get it out the front and start mowing. Hold on, we're missing one, Gab. Hello Missy, hello Missy boo. What do you do? Say bye. Wave goodbye. Bye bye. No wave. Oh yeah. Supposedly residential engines, but we'll see how long they last. I'll let you know. Bye. Alright, we'll get this off. I'll show you the internal mechanisms and what's going on. 17mm. That's all that equates to for US blocks. Maybe 11 systems. Check that out. It's 5'8". Bit bigger. See? Can't deal with the sizes sometimes. 17mm. Equate that to whatever you got to. couple of little washers. I might spin this around here, Okay. You can sit there. Hopefully that works. Alright, so a little washer, pins up against the dust cover, got your gearing there, tyre, needs a bit of a clean out, and then we'll vacuum back on, and then obviously washer and your nut. And you can see even the tyres too, not so much this side, it's more on the left side where the ride-on comes back and slides and hits, and it's taking chunks out of it. Left, right and centre, but I'm sure you could replace the grips if you had to. We'll get these off. And otherwise I cleaned this out the other day, and all I do, I'll show you quickly, just the grease, same grease I use for the zero turn. I can show you what it looks like as well. It's just a good quality blue coloured type grease. Only where there's moving parts, I'll just put a bit of grease there. It's very simple. But yeah, I'll scrape this out and give it a clean up, show you once I've quickly done that. And I'll get the other dust cover, throw that on, and that's it. Very simple. Gave it a quick wipe out under here. Not perfect, but good enough for what we're going to do. And I'll yeah, get this done quickly. You don't want to have your mower turned up like this for too long, and you'll end up flooding your engine. So I'll be back. Alrighty, I don't know if you can get me there, but all you need to see is this. So just a real quick clean out, nothing too special, just get in between all the teeth. The thing is, in front wheel drive, dust, build up, dirt, everything, these aren't a proper tight seal. It's close enough, gets pretty good in there once it's pinned, but you're never going to stop this happening. It's a periodic maintenance, which is another reason I don't love the front wheel drive. But again, with everything, there's pluses and minuses. So this thing is a bit quicker, a bit lighter, a bit easier to manoeuvre, and it's more than good enough for what we do and our clients' lawns. So I'll get this in here and just show you sort of how it pumps in. Get my bloody skinny little leg out of there. Again, don't have to be perfect when you know it's going to be getting clogged again anyway. The last little bit of this, so hopefully I've got enough for the video. Now I just put a little bit in, whole way around, don't have to be neat. You're going to spread it a sec with your fingers. Again, if you want, you can throw on some gloves. Probably recommended. You know how it is. Again, a bit of a water sprayer if you had it. Otherwise, you know what else. Just real quick smear around, just to get it in between here. I might just go a little bit more in the guts here. This is the main little driver. These are just like a guide, and this is just to help it slide a little bit more. And I'll wipe it off that excess, sort of off the tyre, so you don't put all that on your lawn. Yeah, just a touch more in here. Alright, just spread that, and then I'll just put a little bit sort of around this. I'm going to spread it. Doesn't hurt. Anyway, you think you might need it. This is just a little bit of a spring here. Doesn't hurt, you know. Like WD-40. Get it wherever you can. Always have a rag handy. Not sure why I did that so soon. We'll throw this on here. Then this just sort of disperses the muck and everything as well. But it also gives dust somewhere to stick, which is why you got to do it so often. And we'll run around with that. Get this one on here. Okay. Just check it's still got you there. We'll get up again. Okay. Old, new, see if they can come up with something a bit better than this. Hopefully they do, because I do like Husqvarna gear. This is just one that I'm finding little annoyances with the more I use it. Just the maintaining. You don't want to be doing this every 2 weeks or something, you know, and that's pretty much what I've got to do with this, especially with these front wheels. So you can let it go a bit longer. Again, it probably just, that's all I feel, but you can tell if you're not engaged to where you need to be. And clearly you can see that other wheel, so we're sorted. But if you wanted, like, get in behind, have a quick look, make sure you're all lined up, everything's engaged, put your washer back in, same way you had it. Very easy. And the only other thing is this up under the deck. That's where the grass wants to shoot up and in. This little belt drives it around. That drives a little pulley in there that drives the front wheels. But what happens is grass obviously builds up, and then you've got to disengage on the lever down there, the little engine brake, and the little lever to drive your wheels. Now the wheels can block up, and they get that block, they're seized and they will not move, so you have to just run it off the back wheels to even push it, which means you can't even push mow if they're blocked, so you've got to take the whole thing apart. I'll show you quickly on top. Just cut the star heads. You've got to clean that out, so again, more maintenance. Not ideal, especially if you're solo and you haven't got time to be doing it. That's where rain days come in handy for these type of tasks, but we haven't had many lately, so makes it hard to do maintenance when you want to enjoy your weekends, but it's what you got to do. Keep a spare one always, so then when you got to do this, you can just do it on the fly. Other than that, I'll show you this mowing footage, and that'll do us. So just quickly, just little star heads. Again, these can clog up pretty easily too, so you got to clean them out. I think it's 5, yeah, one more down in here. Take that off, you can get into the pulley, and there's a little bit here that it always builds up on, and it's the disengaged spring for the front wheels. So other than that, guys, let's enjoy some mowing. Talked enough. There's the bits you'll find. Alright. Won't be using that one today. Alright, got them all lined up, ready to go. All set to 2.5 inches. So we'll see what happens. We'll run down, come back, and leave a gap in between, is what I'm hoping to do. And hopefully I don't make this look a bit funny, but it'll show a true comparison anyway. Pretty much further this way, it's all very similar thickness. Any further over here and we start to thin out, I gave it a spray, just getting rid of some broadleaf and a few winter grass that was still lingering around. It's all starting to die off now, all this broadleaf as well, so that's good. Get onto the mowing, Dan, come on, stop talking. Alright, so we might leave it at that setting for now, and then I'll get above it and we'll run down each line. Once I'm done all 3, you'll see I make a liar out of me, but Honda engines, they should all start first go. Let's see. Alright, we'll keep this rolling. Just really quick. Keep this going through. So this was the commercial one, running right through. Now, you're not going to pick up everything here, but it has left a fair bit. But again, we are taking off a lot more than that 1/3 rule we all speak about. But it's this is the main reason I went to Toro originally, was for the clumping that occurs, I found, with Honda mowers. But not all the time. It's only when you do cut lush, still a bit damp lawns. Same quality pretty much left with the HRX. If you run right through, you can still just see what it's doing. And then an actual improvement with a Husky. Although, yeah, no, that's not a straggler, that's just left. That's not too bad. So if you sort of see, and then easily. So we might give the win for this little test to the Husky on this one. Now again, spoken about it before. Just pop the squad here. The Husqvarna being at 65mm, it's probably slightly higher than 2.5 inches. The weight of it also plays a factor. It's not sitting down in the grass as low as what these heavier units can. So then your true indication, if you had more flexibility, which you do with this one, you can go to 3 inches at the front, 2.5 at the back, and that'll probably give a similar cut and finish quality, which is what I recommend if you are taking this much off. Raise your front end up, draws in the air, sucks in all that grass. But yeah, otherwise it's much for muchness, but at the same time, I know what works for our business, and that's why this thing gets used a lot. It leaves a nice finish, it's quick and easy, it's light, easy to manoeuvre, everything about it's just simple. Only thing that's not is the maintenance on here. So perfect mower would be a rear wheel version of this, and I'd be happy. This blade brake function I do like on both these units. This only has the engine brake, so I'd prefer it to have a blade brake option where you can keep the engine running. But it's not hard once you get used to it. It's just an annoyance when you got to stop and then you got to re-pull it to get going again. Whereas these things will just keep running, pick up what you got to get it like picked up, and off you go. So hopefully that's helped. Bit more, not so much in depth, but more of a quick, off the cuff type. What are my thoughts on it? My first video of this wasn't really talking about it as fluently or as easy as I am today. So enjoy that, guys. Enjoy your weekend. I'm going to finish enjoying this mow. But I think I might just do the Husky on the whole lot in the backyard. Give it a run and test out this front wheel again. Happy days. Thanks again, guys. Talk to you in the next one. Bye. What's in here? What is that thing? Touch him. See if he moves. Does he move?
No.
Does he? Look. Oh, Heath. What is he?
He needs a toothbrush.
Look out!
Oh, that's my toothbrush.